Yo. This is your main man, JD, broadcasting live and direct from good old Illinois. We never like to say exactly where we're from, just in case there's some weirdos out there.
Yeah, undisclosed location type of action.
But this is a special edition of Watching Up With Us, and we got let's say a very, very, very special guest or two who happen to be on the screen right now. First off, I'm JD.
I'm Katie.
And the folks that we have on the screen, sharing the screen with us, are some of our best friends on the entire planet. And just so happens that real handsome, dashing guy you see over there in that black shirt is going to be guest starring on Chicago PD tonight. So, yeah. Let me introduce. What should I refer to you as Lily? Should I just call you Lily, or do you have like a stage name or something that you'd like for me to use?
A stage name.
Well, back in my day, no, I'm just kidding.
No, this is Jeff A. Smith, Mr. Jeff A. Smith, and Lily Smith. Like I said, some of our best friends on the planet, and we are very happy to have them on with us tonight, and we are celebrating Jeff's network TV debut on Chicago PD tonight. So what do you got to say for yourself, Mr. Jeff A. Smith?
Oh man, I'm just so grateful. That's the thing that comes to mind, man. Just so grateful for having this opportunity to book this role, actually execute on it, and now see it come into fruition, man. So just grateful. Yeah,
man. I know there had to be so much effort and planning that goes into this type of stuff behind the scenes. It's not like you just wake up one day and just be like, oh, you know what, today I'm gonna go be on Chicago PD.
Walk right on.
Yeah.
The making, man.
For everybody who's watching live for the first time, or maybe it's your 12th time, probably not, but this is odds are your first time. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, because as you can see, we are airing the comments on the screen tonight. And for this live stream, we will be watching the episode of Chicago PD. We cannot show it on the screen. I got in trouble for doing that with one of the other shows before too, so I can't do that, but we can all watch it together and comment on it. And I guarantee you that during the commercial breaks, we will have some fun and entertaining question and answer sessions to go through.
Q&As.
Yeah, yes. So it's going to be fun.
Got some good ones.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Okay, Katie was laughing at one specifically. I can't wait till I get to ask that one.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So it's
see what his answers are for all of these.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But yeah, Chicago PD tonight starts at 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you don't know what time zone you're in and you got to figure it out past that, I can't help you. But,
on NBC.
Yes, on NBC tonight. And you have a guest starring role. Is that correct?
Co-star.
Oh, co-star. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. There's a difference, and I want to make sure I'm properly labeling myself. I'm a co-starring role.
Okay. Gotcha. Now, what's the difference?
Yeah, so a co-star typically is on one episode, at least one scene, maybe a couple of scenes, and that's all. Guest star could be on one episode and have multiple scenes and have like a whole arc of their character throughout the episode, or they may even be in multiple episodes.
Got it.
And then one step up the guest star, that's when you get into series regulars and stuff like that, which is people you see all the time. So there's levels to it, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So like, you got to learn us, because we not the ones that's on TV tonight. So you're gonna have to catch us up to speed on how this all works.
All the lingo and the jargon, I got you.
Yeah,
Educate us.
I was watching what was it, the SAG Awards this past weekend. I think it was the SAG Awards, and they had a segment on there where they had everybody in the audience who had appeared on Law and Order stand
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
And I know that
Yeah, I saw that
it
too.
was like
Like
darn near the
everybody.
entire audience did that. And I remember we had a conversation a few weeks ago, and you said that same thing, that like this is a stepping stone to get to where you need to go to. So
Yeah.
why is that? Why is that? Why does that happen?
Well, yeah, Law and Order, and also the Chicago franchise, and also the FBI franchise, I believe, on CBS. Those are all Dick Wolf shows. So Dick Wolf created all these shows, and
Not to
they
be
just
confused with Wolf Dick, right?
and Dick Wolf is just his shows have become just a staple of American television.
Right.
So, and we all know how popular Law and Order is, and how popular these Chicago shows have been over the years.
Oh
So,
yeah.
just because of the visibility and the fact that these are tried and true franchises, being able to book a role on these franchises is a rite of passage for actors. It's not to say that you have to book a role in there in order to become well known or established, but a majority of your favorite actors have been on one of these shows at least once, if not multiple times. So it's just because it's a tried and true and such a legendary franchise or legendary production company.
Right.
Um, so yeah, that's why, and yeah,
And for
it's,
a
it's
lot of them, it might be their very first role,
yeah,
which is
it's a
pretty
it's
cool.
a, it's a huge stat to have on your resume, to say the
Yeah.
least.
No, definitely. Definitely. Before we get into some of your work, because I want to make sure I have enough time to show some of your work. Um, can you give us the Jeff A. Smith origin story? You can, I mean, I don't need it to be like necessarily like a Superman origin story, but very close to that. So when you share how you got your start, um, be sure to include all the times and all the situations that me and you interacted, and how I was an influence on your your turn towards this stardom, this superstardom, and how I set you on your way. But go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, that's you definitely play a part in my story, man. I try to keep it as concise as possible. Um, Long story less long. I grew up a very shy child, so I was super shy, very soft spoken. A lot of people find it hard to believe these days, especially wifey over here. Super shy, very soft spoken. Was definitely a nerd, had the big glasses and everything like that, and didn't have a lot of self confidence. But always did good in school and stuff like that. But just very shy, introverted, and there's a few key things in my life that key situations and people in my life that help to kind of turn that tide and help me to come out of my shell. So the first one is a part of our friend group. His name is John. Met him when I was in junior high school, and John was a very outgoing guy, very popular guy, and everything like that. And started hanging around with him, and his natural outgoingness and ability to interact and engage with people and stuff like that started to rub off on me, and just looking to him as someone who's very comfortable in their own skin and stuff like that really inspired me. So that was the first person that I was close to. I was like, man, I wish I could kind of aspire to be somewhat like this, because I'm so shy and introverted. So that was a key. Once I got to
How old were you at that point?
oh, that was seventh grade.
Okay.
Yes, grade. So that's
Aw,
when
little Jeff.
that's when I started to say, you know what, maybe I don't want to continue to be like this. I want to be able to be outgoing and stuff like that. So just was observing him, but and slowly started to try to be more comfortable with just breaking out of my shell. Um, it really accelerated when I got to high school and I actually joined the speech team. So I joined the speech team for that very reason. I was again still shy, introverted, wanted to get over that fear of speaking in front of people and then that fear of just talking out loud and stuff like that in general. So joined the speech team, and that helped me tremendously. That's what gave me the confidence to learn the tools to be able to present myself in an articulate manner. Just being able to just talking more because I have to give speeches, so just the sheer talking more besides just talking to friends and stuff like that. And joining the speech team is what really introduced me to acting. You know what I'm saying? So I did some public speaking events, more formalized speaking, and then I did some acting events as well too. And just it just struck something in me that I didn't know I had as far as that love for performing. So they helped me to get over a lot of nerves. Along with that, in high school, meeting people like like JD. Um, if you, one thing you'll notice about a lot of the people who are in my close circle, they're very outgoing, and I consider them even more outgoing than I am. And I've always looked to my close friends, JD included, to as a source of inspiration on how to present yourself in public, how to be confident, and everything like that. So yeah, so that's kind of how that started, and me getting out of my shell, and then joining a speech team is what sparked the acting bug. So did that, did speech in high school, relatively successful. Came in second in state my senior year in humorous duet acting with John. And
Nice.
yep, then went to college, room with JD. Uh,
I've heard those stories, some of them.
yeah, and again, JD was very, as you all know on Watch Stuff, is just a very outgoing person. He would host. We were part of a dance troupe. He would actually host the shows, being on stage by himself and just hosting these big events and stuff like that. So again, another source of inspiration. Somebody super outgoing, um, not shy externally, but maybe he was shy on the inside.
A little bit, a little bit.
So just inspiration from that. I did some theater in college, and then the dance and stuff like that too. And then I stopped. I graduated from college, got a regular job. Started working in corporate America. At that point, I just looked at acting as a hobby. Years go by, start raising a family, et cetera, et cetera. I started to miss acting, and I was like, I haven't done it in a while, but I'm starting to miss it. And but I would make excuses like, I don't have time for. We do things when we become adults. We have kids. We're married. We don't have time to do all this stuff. So the years progressed, and I got to a point back in 2016, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop just making excuses for, oh, what if I would have got back into acting? What would have happened, etc. All the shoulda, woulda, couldas. I said, I'm gonna go for it, see what happens, so that way I don't have any regrets. I did it for two main reasons. It was a burning desire in me to find out um, how far can I take this acting thing if I really focus on it, and also I wanted to set an example for my family of following your dreams and following your passions. So 2016, started taking classes in Chicago, the Chicagoland area, and just learning how to build my resume up from the ground up, learning the fundamentals of acting, learning how to get an agent, all that stuff. And then from there, 2016 till now, it's just been full steam ahead with different acting projects and gigs and stuff like that. So
Man, that's a heck of a story, man.
Yeah.
And I mean to hear you put it together so concisely, like that's awesome. And your desire and your determination to have that goal and then go after it. Like, a lot of times I'm in awe of your posts when you post on Facebook with your workout routine and how many days that you'll set a goal at the beginning of the year to work out this many days, and then you'll do it. Like, that's one thing that I've always known about you, is that you set a goal for yourself, and there is a 99.99999 plus 1% chance that you are going to accomplish it. Like, I've never seen somebody who's been as goal driven and goal oriented and able to achieve those goals the way that you have. So to see your progression all the way through to this point, and know that this isn't the end, this is just like the beginning. Like, man, that's an awesome place to be, and it's awesome to watch your growth as a man, to go from where where we both were in college to see how you've grown and matured the way that you have now, and your career is is blossoming in a direction that you want it to go in. So, man, it's like it's great to hear your story and to hear you tell it, because there aren't always times where people get an opportunity to tell their truth and tell their story and also inspire other people. And I know that when I cut this up and clip this up, and somebody's gonna look at this 10 years from now when you get in your Oscar award, that they're gonna say, man, like, yo, this is crazy. I'm seeing Jeff when he was back, when he just made it to Chicago PD. Like, so yeah, I love doing things like this because of that and knowing what your future is before you even know it.
Appreciate that. One other nugget I want to add real quickly too is when I resumed that acting journey in 2016, I was 35. And I had some hesitation because I'm like, man, I'm 35 now. Is that getting too old and stuff like that? I know some people look at certain careers or acting like that too. Man, I should have done it in my 20s. There's, from an acting standpoint, you watch TV, there's room for everybody in the industry, no matter what age you are, and it's never too late to start. And I'm sure you can apply that to any other facet of your life too. It's never too late to start. I could have been like, yeah, I'm 35, I'm past my prime or whatever you want to call it, and decide not to do it. But like, no, I did it. You know.
Yep. Yeah, man. I want to give a big shout out to Debbie and Chris Atkins, who are hanging out with us in the crowd tonight. Big shout out to you guys. Love you guys. Yeah, this is not going to be the only time that we do something like this. So, when Jeff is starring in the next, I'm going to put it out there. The next, your first movie role is going to be you playing a very bad person. So I've seen that. I've already saw that. So that's what it's going to be. And when we get ready to come back on this stream and do this again, we'll make sure to have Chris and Debbie on here too. So yeah, love you guys, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. And I wanted to go and show this comment that Chris made. Says Jeff really started off confidently, but truly took so many more steps to improve his ability to speak, debate, and perform in front of others. So yeah, man, like people know and recognize your ability and your skill. And I mean, it just the speech part, like, I knew you, I knew John first, and then I knew you. And through John and seeing, you guys perform, like, that shit blew my mind. Like, to know that you guys have to go through and like had to rehearse these things and like know your lines, and like there was no sense that you ever like messed it up or anything like that. And then I knew once you guys were going to state and I got a chance to see that performance, and it was just like, this is incredible. Like, I don't the pressure, like when I was little, I used to do like acting in a Christmas play and stuff like that. And I knew what nerves were. But tree. Like right, I was a Christmas present one year and I sat in a box. But yeah, like just to know the amount of pressure that you're under, like how do you deal with the pressure of, like, when you were going to be and you knew that you had made it and you were going to be in an episode of Chicago PD. Like, I know that you told me the story about how you had auditioned multiple times before you got to this point and finally got on. But once you had made that trek and knew that this was that big starting point for you, how did you deal with the pressure of that? How did you deal with the morning of that you woke up like, man, you know what, I got to do this today. How do I not like mess it up?
Yeah. It was actually some extra pressure that day too, because our dog Yoshi actually passed away the night before I filmed PD. So that was a whole other, added pressure or stress, or
that headspace to be in.
Yeah, headspace to be in. But there's a few things. So I've done a lot of projects before I got to PD, be it commercials, be it in industrial videos. I've done short films and stuff like that too. I did a feature length film, independent film, a few years ago. Still waiting for it to come out. So I just said to myself, this is just like all the other any other gig I've been on. I have a process that I follow when I'm going to set and stuff like that. I meditate in the morning. I'm reviewing lines if I need to and stuff like that. So I just followed the tried and true processes that got me there. So that helped to ground me and center me. I did my routine. I didn't switch things up or whatever the case may be. And then it was a lot of just I have a lot of internal dialogue with myself, and just pumping myself up and keeping myself motivated and stuff like that, and just asking for clear guidance and direction from the universe. So just stuff like that. Also breathing. Sometimes just taking. I had the opportunity to have my own trailer, so I had the opportunity there to just sit and breathe and calm myself and center myself and stuff like that. But the most amazing thing that happened once I got on set, seeing the series regulars where I was going to be playing opposite and stuff like that. There's a switch that I made in my brain at the beginning of 2024 that said, I'm him. I'm supposed to be here. I'm deserving of all the blessings, all the abundance, all of the opportunities that come my way. So when I got on set, I was like, I'm supposed to be here. Like I auditioned, I made it. I'm supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? So when you know that you're supposed to be somewhere, then that takes some of the stress and some of the pressure off too.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
That's inspiring. That's so inspiring, man.
And to clarify too, when I say like I'm him, and I know that's a funny little thing that the young folks use, it's not about me feeling like I'm better than somebody else, but I'm the best. I'm either the best or striving to be the best possible version of myself that I can be, and that's what I mean by I'm him, or I know who I am. So
Yeah, of course.
I love
And
that.
to see that growth from someone who, admittedly was shy and didn't have that level of confidence. Like, man, that's incredible. And I hope that people, see stuff like this and are inspired by it, because it truly is inspiring. And people, you would think, hearing your story, that there are some, like, exaggerations, or people watch things like this and they're like, oh, whatever, he was shy, okay. Like, no, like, it's real, like, and the only reason why I wouldn't doubt it is because I lived some of it with you. You know what I mean? So, like, it's I hope that people understand that if you have these desires and you want these things, and that's one thing that John taught me, and I know that he taught you too, is speaking things to existence. And if you have something and you desire something, that you need to go after it and you need to make it happen. So yeah, just so inspiring to hear your story, man.
yeah, one thing I would say too is working on yourself. So the more opportunities that come my way, or the more success I have, I've noticed because I've done a lot of personal development over the years, both like internally and externally. So like for example with acting and just everything. So like I was shy. Part of being shy too, and being reluctant to act was like before I grew up with crooked teeth, so I got braces. I got my teeth straightened, so that and I learned how to really smile, so that built my confidence. I really started working on my health and exercising and stuff like that. That built my confidence up. I started meditating, making sure I have a lot of inner peace. I have such a great support system. Wifey here, our children, like you guys, like so. There's a variety of factors that also lead to me being successful. Like when I was on that Chicago PD set, it wasn't just like I'm here on my own volition and and that's it. It was like, man, I'm here because I had such a great support system. I worked on myself for a number of years, and I have all this love surrounded by me that's lifting me up to be here in this moment as well. So
Awesome, man. Awesome. So
I love it.
did you have a question that you would like to ask? I would say, if you don't, I got something else we can do.
Let's see what else you want to do.
Okay. I'm gonna transition. I'm gonna transition real quick, and we'll start checking out a few of the acting roles that Mr. Jeff A. Smith has completed thus far. So let me switch this up real quick.
I'm excited.
Okay. So the first one that I have is OT Cybersecurity Careers. So can you give me a little setup for this? And if you got a funny story or interesting tidbit, I love saying tidbit, to share about this this performance, what would you say?
Yeah, so this was what's called an industrial video. So it's kind of like a hybrid between like a training video slash an advertisement. It's not technically a commercial, but it's a video where this particular cybersecurity company is trying to recruit people to work for them. I perform in front of a really cool sound stage, so everything behind me is actually computer generated and rendered. I was in the huge room, and they had all these different cameras set up and this big screen behind. And it was just a really great experience. That's my first time like performing like on a sound stage, so it was pretty cool.
So that was
yeah.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
And I was reading a teleprompter. So that wasn't memorized. So everything you see me saying was just reading a teleprompter that was directly in front of me, and having to have them to speed it down. I mean, speed it up or slow it down so I can make sure I catch the cadence correctly and everything.
Okay, did you have to like? Did they give you the stuff beforehand, or did you like have to do that without
Oh,
any prep?
funny story about that. I booked the role, um, got the script beforehand, went over it again. Didn't have to memorize it because it's on a teleprompter, but I still wanted to familiarize myself with the role. Got to set that day. It was like, "Hey Jeff, we want you to do the other role instead." I was like, "Oh, okay. I had been prepping for this one, but you want me to do the other one?" So I had to go and I hadn't read that other script, so I had to go and kind of familiarize myself with that one and kind of switch my character who I was playing. So it was a last minute change that I didn't know about until I got on set. But luckily, I was able to execute it.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, let me play this so we can watch it real quick.
I really wanted something where I could still protect people, places, and things. And OT fits really well into that when you think about all the areas we focus on. We have critical infrastructure, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, the whole gamut. In IT, we're talking about computers. In OT, we're talking about manufacturing environments. The need for this OT-focused skill set is only going to grow. We provide a defensive wall for our customers and continue building and improving it every day. Cybersecurity is very fluid. You have to be proactive as well as reactive. Attackers are constantly changing their techniques and tactics, so you have to thrive in an environment that doesn't necessarily have a lot of order or certainty. We develop the products and services and have built cybersecurity into everything we do. We know where the risk is, and we're here to partner with and protect our customers as they continue on their own cybersecurity journeys.
A little zoom in. Right there.
I know with the swag zoom man at the end. I love it. I love it. I love
That
it.
was
I love it.
great.
Yeah, yeah. Like just watching something like that. The first thing that strikes me is like after hearing that you had to switch up like, your role, that the confidence that you have just like screams through the screen, and like you would never know that. And I know that's like the definition of acting is that you're able to forget about anything else that might be going on or any other situation and still be able to perform the role the way that you did. When you just a random technical question that I thought about. With the teleprompter and all that stuff, when you ask them to like speed it up, like how do you get the inflections and stuff right? Like I would have to read something like multiple times to know what or exactly how I need to say it. And it's one thing for me to write something myself and then do it, but it's something completely different to have someone else's words and have to deliver them in the way that they want. How do you make that connection in your mind?
I think one of the main things I do, and this is something I learned from one of my acting classes. Shout out to Perlman Acting Academy out in Cali. I did an online course with them. Is establishing what's called a hook, and a hook is just an action or a phrase or something like that. And wifey knows all about that. That you have that you say to yourself in your mind to get you in the right space to deliver whatever scene you're delivering. So, for example, this hook for this particular one is, "Let me teach you something. Let me educate you." So, and that's why I say I'm going to speak as if I'm trying to educate people on something. And as you can see now, if I have the hook right now, I'm educating you. So I'm using my hands more. I'm going to explain to you verbatim how to express these ideas, that type of thing. So having a hook, which is just a general, it could be a saying, it can be a song lyric, it can be whatever, helps to kind of get me where I need to be for that particular scene that I'm doing. And I get direction from the director, obviously, too. So they may say, "Jeff, speed that up a little bit or slow that down a little bit." So it's a combination of coming with your own, pardon me, idea of how you think it should go, but then being open enough to switch it up on the fly if the director is looking for something different.
Got it. Got it. I want to highlight a comment that Chris
Can I
made
read
on
it?
here. Yeah, you can read it.
Yeah. All right. Chris said, "That's awesome, man. That's why good things will come to you and those around you. Taking all those experiences and support with you on each opportunity. Hashtag understanding the assignment."
Appreciate you,
Yep.
bro. Appreciate you. One
Yep.
other thing I would say too is that whenever I look at past acting experience or acting things like this, and I think a lot of actors have this too. I look at it with a critical eye, and I'm like, oh, I could have done this differently. I could have done that differently. So just know that I'm never satisfied
Got you.
either.
Got you. And I mean, like,
There's times with this. I remember specifically with this shoot, I'll have a few takes, and I'll be like, that wasn't it right there. It was like, yeah, Jeff, we're good. We're gonna keep moving. I'm like, no, but I could have. They're like, no, we got what we needed. I'm like, all right, I could have done it.
okay. You the boss. You the boss.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, yeah, that was fun, man. That was fun. And like the one thing that I liked about this too, in getting the different clips, the different acting clips that you did, was that they all kind of show like a different aspect of acting. And like people think that you just go from not being an actor to on Chicago PD acting, when there are all these other steps that you had to take in between there, that did things like these industrial type videos or a training video. And like, I go to work every day, and I have different times where I have to watch a training video or something like that, and you don't even think that like it's an actual person acting here. This isn't like you just take it for granted, like
Yeah.
you don't even think about it. But yeah, like you're actually, there are actually people who do this as actors. So
Yep.
yeah, like that's super cool. That's super cool. I'm going to play one more video, and then Chris had a good question too. But we'll jump to that one next. Let me share this screen and close that one out. All right. This one is TVA Space Drivers. So I remember when you sent us this one on our chat, that when I first watched it, I was like, that looks fun. Like that's the one thing that strikes me about acting that I haven't been able to scratch that type of itch, is that performance and the roles where you can actually have fun with it, as opposed to doing something that's serious. So you got some setup for this one?
Yeah, so I actually shot this commercial literally like 10 minutes from my house at a trucking company, and it was such a cool day because the majority of the crew and then the people who own the trucking company are from the country of Moldova, and it's part of Europe. I'm not sure what part of Europe it's from. So I got like just a crash course that all that evening on Moldova and the culture and stuff like that. So that was really cool. I never really hung around anybody from that area in the world. It was a very late night shoot. I think we started at about 7 p.m. and then into like maybe 2 in the morning or something like that, 2 or 3 in the morning. And it was really fun, man. It was super fun. This was one where you'll see some special effects in there, so I had to like act opposite of nothing and kind of
right
stuff like that. So that was the first time I had the opportunity to do that, which was really, really cool. So it was fun.
It's just setting you up for your Marvel debut, man.
Like,
yeah. They do a whole bunch of green screen type stuff, so you all ready for that.
Yeah.
It's
this is also I think this is the only gig that I had that I got paid in straight cash at the end of the night.
Straight cash, homie. Okay.
Some $100 bills, like bam, bam.
Just give you a duffel bag and you just take it with you.
Right.
And I did claim it on my taxes, if they're all right.
All right.
You better than me.
It wasn't counted for.
You better than me. That would have been straight under the table. Uncle Sam ain't got to know nothing.
That was nice to be up there late and make some straight cash.
Right? All right, let me play this one.
Hi, we come in peace. Are you still hiring team drivers?
Yes, we do. But do you have any driving experience?
Yes, we've got 30 years on Freedom 827 Mark 91.
Okay. So what kind of truck do you hope to drive?
We have our own truck.
Sorry, guys. Your equipment doesn't meet FMCSA requirements.
Let me fix that.
Wow. That's impressive. But a driver must also pass the drug test, you know? We must check your MVR, your PSP.
PSP. A driver must follow the company's safety policy and obey HOS regulations. Come on, Jerry. You sleeping or what?
Listen, guys, I have a fantastic idea for a commercial.
TVA Logistics. We make it possible.
Come on, Jerry.
Ah, Jerry.
Jerry.
I remember watching that one. That one was cute.
Yeah,
It was funny
no, I like
that
that.
it was about like 7 hours to film that to film that commercial.
Wow.
Different takes, different angles, setting up, moving stuff around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
These-
grueling, man.
Yeah.
That's grueling. Before we jump into one more, I wanted to highlight this question that Chris asked. If you want to read it for me, love.
Sure. Can you ask Jeff to describe his top 5 or most fulfilling roles to date? So,
Oh man, let me pull up my resume real quick because I
what have I done?
I just forget. You know what I'm saying about.
Yeah.
I forget about some of the roles that I had. So PD off the top because this is my biggest accomplishment to date. So I can say that without even looking at the resume. Let's see here. So definitely PD. Let me check here. Local Area Network is, I mentioned this earlier, it's an independent film that I shot back in 2022. Prayerfully, it will be out this year. It is a full-length independent feature film, and I have a lead role in the movie. I'm in most scenes.
Wow.
Wait for you all to see that. I've been waiting patiently. It's been in post-production for a while due to some financial constraints. So PD, Local Area Network, which is an independent film. Let's see here. I did a really cool shoot for United Airlines at O'Hare Airport. It was an internal training video, and I got a chance to be in the Polaris Club, which is like the VIP, member club and stuff like that. So I got that was really cool.
They don't let me in there.
Number 4, I did another commercial for the Union League Club of Chicago, and that was really cool. And that was a commercial where I played played a person who is a member of the club, but I got to play basketball. I got to hoop that day. I got to sit outside and smoke a cigar. I got to have a fancy dinner. I got a massage from a massage therapist, all in the same building throughout the day. Did a workout, so it was a fun day. I was just going and doing a whole bunch of different activities and getting filmed and getting paid for it. So that was a wonderful opportunity that I had there too. And then, I did a play. So I did theater too. I did a play called Par for the Corpse, and it was up in Glenview, Illinois. I forget what theater company it was. It's escaping me at the moment. But that was a play where we had over 20 shows, so it really tested my stamina. It was a Oil Lamp Theater in Glenview, but it really tested my stamina because I had over 20 shows in the course of about, I think, 5 or 6 weeks, and it was a lot of driving back and forth. And with theater, as you know, there's no cut, retake. You know what I'm saying? You have to get it right the first time, and that really built my acting stamina, having to perform that many times over the course of that many weeks, the same play over and over again. So those are some of the highlights.
No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. All right, we'll jump into this next one, which is a little bit longer. Is this considered like a short film? And can you give us a little background on this one.
Yeah, so this is a short film. This is called Reversed. Shout out to Matthew Bertlick. I first met Matthew when he was a student at DePaul University. I did another film with him called Dissidents, and he, in my opinion, remember his name, Matthew Bertlick. Brdlik is his last name. He is going to be famous, a very famous director, because his concepts and his ideas for his films, feature films, and or full-length films and short films are just amazing. So again, I worked with him for the first time on another short film, and then I saw this posting for this particular film and audition. No, he actually reached out to me for this one, because I had auditioned for him a few times after the first film. Didn't get those roles, but he said he definitely had me in mind for this role in this film. When I read the script, I was blown away, and you'll see why when you actually watch the film, because it's not like anything I had seen before. Maybe, the concept is a very unique concept. So there's one movie, Memento, that kind of comes to mind that's similar to it. But nonetheless, it's a very unique concept. And the exciting thing about this one that was really, really cool. Like, I don't have any lines in the movie, but I got a chance to do fight choreography for the first time. So that was my first time actually working with a fight choreographer on a set and learning that whole process and falling over and over again and learning how to do it and not injure yourself. So
that
was
so cool.
This was also an all-night shoot, and I'll tell you more about that after we watch the film. But yeah, I'm not used to being up all night like that.
So the Marvel correlation here in preparation is there. You know, I'm just selfishly doing this because I love the Marvel stuff. So like, I'm just gonna bestow my dreams through you and just have you act like that. So yeah, you know how to fight. Yeah. So yeah, you just set up Black Panther maybe like that. We need a new one.
We do. I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Not opposed to it.
Tracksuit Mafia.
Right.
If you get on Black Panther, though, you have to, introduce me to Michael B. Jordan. If he comes back. If he comes back. He should come back, right? Are you ignoring me?
I'm right there with you, Katie.
Yeah, both of us. We need to be introduced.
I'll turn your camera off, too.
Hey.
Lily. I'll turn your camera off, too. I turned her off because she was talking on some stuff that she shouldn't be talking on right now.
No, it's all good.
Get out of here.
All right, let's watch this real quick.
Do you know why you're here?
No, sir.
You don't have any idea.
I didn't have anything to do with...
Yeah, this one did blow my mind.
Whatever happened.
Well, let's start there.
Yeah, what happened? The burglary,
Okay, so you do know about that?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't... I was just afraid that
Afraid? Afraid of what?
I'm his neighbor, and I heard what was going on, and I got scared, so I ran away.
No, we found your bag. The trash bin.
Yeah, how do you explain that?
I don't know anything about a bag.
Do you always walk with a limp? Or did something happen to your ankle? Maybe on the stairway? I walked down those steps. I could see where they might be steep and dark. Did something happen to your ankle?
I slipped, but no, I wasn't going down any stairs.
Look, the worst thing that you can do for yourself right now is lie.
Okay, none of this is, you're not gonna believe me. I want to talk to an attorney now.
Look, I know you're a good guy, and I can help you out here. You just gotta give us something to work with.
Maybe you had some money problem. Maybe you got involved with the wrong guys.
No, you dumped the bag. This wasn't a real robbery.
What can you tell us about the neighbor?
I barely knew him.
Then why break into his apartment?
Look, I told you, I didn't break in.
But we found the hammer. It's quite a weapon you chose.
It had all 3 of your DNA on it.
A lot of his.
That can't be true.
Are you calling my partner a liar?
Oh, this can't be happening.
Well, but it is, and in order to help you, you got to help us. Give us something.
You know, the guy had quite a looker for a wife, didn't he? I bet it stirred something in you to see them together.
More than that.
You got quite a liking to her, didn't you? Well, he found out, confronted you. One thing led to another.
He didn't know anything about us.
You're still lying.
I'm not.
So you murdered this guy for what? Nothing?
It's simple. He couldn't have her, so he got angry.
That's not true.
Then tell me what is.
You're not gonna understand.
Oh, I understand. The poor guy was beaten to death for trying to defend his wife. Because you're an animal.
He was the animal, not me. He lived to torment her, and he was a goddamn creep. Every day it was something new, and it just got worse and worse, and she came to me.
So you just wanted to rough him up, teach him a lesson, but he saw your face, and you lost control.
Man, he was gonna kill her if I didn't do something. I had to do something.
I thought you said you barely knew.
No, I mean, she would tell me all, the stories of what he did to her.
She told you, huh?
So, let me get this straight. You came in, beat this guy to death, and then you expected to be her hero. And when she was still scared of you, you beat her up too.
Okay, no, I would never hit her.
But you did.
Jesus, I'm telling you the truth. He didn't love her.
And you had to prove it to her somehow.
Right, if he can't have her, then nobody can.
What are you not understanding? She didn't want to be with him. He was cruel. He hit her, and he wouldn't let her leave.
Everyone we talk to and everything that we find out points towards a happy marriage.
No, that's bullshit. Okay, she married him for his money. It was a mistake, and there was no way out.
And you had to get that into her head, no matter what she said.
Just stop it.
Why did you hit her?
I told you I would never do that.
We both saw her face.
You're not listening to me. He hit her.
With your hammer.
No, that's not possible.
DNA doesn't lie.
She was deeply in love with her husband. You just can't fathom that.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. Only reason I'm stopping right there is because I know how copyright stuff goes, and I do not want to get in trouble for airing the entire film on here. But
that was awesome.
Yeah, like the way you know me, like I'm kind of like I love the technical side of things like this, and like the sound design, let alone the storytelling and how you tell a story going forward, but show it in reverse. Like that, man, like I don't even, that's a different level of thinking that like I haven't ascended to that level yet. So maybe one day, but yeah, like that's incredible. That's incredible.
Matthew
It's
wrote
so well
and
done.
He wrote and directed it. He's a visionary, man. And since the way it's set up, as you can see so far, and it continues that way, it's one take. So we had to do that one take over and over again, you know what I'm saying, overnight until we got it perfect. So that's the add level of complexity too. It's one take. It's a cameraman following, walking backwards and all that stuff, getting everything in one take, which is insane.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. So well done though. So well done. And like go ahead, Lily, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say one fun thing. I don't know if you were gonna say this, but one fun thing about this movie is the house that it was filmed in. We got to watch they had a watch party for the first viewing of the movie at that house.
Wow.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Another little fun fact too was that, so I had, as you saw, I had those silk pajamas on, had the silks on.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that.
So Matthew had ordered like 25 pairs of pajamas off Amazon. So in between each take, as you saw, I got bludgeoned and blood splattered on me. I had to go to the bathroom, take the pajamas off, clean myself up, clean the blood off myself, put the new pair of pajamas on, come back out and get ready.
That's crazy. Okay, did you save the pajamas?
No, he washed them all and returned them to Amazon.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I was gonna say,
I should ask him to keep one pair. I didn't think about that.
yeah. Do you ever keep any like mementos from your gigs?
I have a few. Nothing that really stands out. Like I have my script from PD. You know what I'm saying? That the sides that I have that
You gotta frame that.
Yeah, that definitely stands out. But yeah, not especially. There may be something I need to start doing is keeping some type of memento from my gigs.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I have one more, and this one I got super excited about because I was watching a Bulls game and this one showed up.
I don't know if you told me that.
Yep. I was watching the Bulls game and this one came on. So, yeah, I could have sworn I had told you, but yeah, it was. I don't remember like what game it was exactly, but I remember watching it and was like paying attention to it for whatever reason, and then you showed up, and then I was like, oh my god.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, so super cool. Yeah, let me play this one. Okay, or do you have anything that you'd like to share about the Peerless Fence commercial?
This is I think this is the first commercial that I did that was on TV, because a lot of them are like on YouTube and that type of thing, those YouTube ad type of things. So yeah, you're the third person that told me they saw it live on TV, and I've never seen it live on TV. I never caught it, so I'm glad somebody else saw it. But this was just a super fun shoot. It was a 2-day shoot. One day was at the house, the other day was at the location of the fence company. It's just a local fence company in the area, and the guy that's on screen right now, he is hilarious. Like just to go behind the scenes and stuff like that, he's super, super hilarious. So it was fun. And I was sitting up on that. You'll see me sitting up on a fence. I was sitting up on that fence for a combined total of at least 3 hours that day. But it was all good. It was
yeah, that's wild.
You know,
that is wild. All right, let me pull this one up, and we can watch this one.
This guy.
I don't know. I could go either way.
Hey, Tommy! What are you on the fence today about?
About getting a new fence.
Well, you need to visit the new Peerless Fence showroom.
Peerless Fence has the Midwest's largest selection of wood, steel, vinyl, and aluminum fencing. And when you buy direct, you can take advantage of our volume pricing.
That solves it. I'm getting a new fence.
For people who are on the fence about buying a fence, visit Peerless Fence's new facility in West Chicago or schedule your estimate today. Live peerlessly.
Yeah,
no, I love that.
Yeah,
so
I love
funny.
that one. I love that one. And
what are you on the fence about? About getting a new fence.
Right.
I said that line probably 25 times, different ways and stuff like that, till we kind of got it, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, looking
get Chris's comment.
Oh, let me hold on.
Chris is wondering, did you have a stuntman for that drop?
I did not. that was a smooth, and that drop. It was a little bit of a. Well, no, you know what? I tried it the first time off the fence, and I jumped down, and that was kind of it was steeper than I thought. I was like, whoa! They was like, no, Jeff, we need to take it lower. Mm-hmm. So they just had me. Fun fact about that drop. I actually was just standing back and just did a hop. I just did a jump. They just caught my feet.
Oh, see, that's called movie magic, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't share all the secrets. You should have said like, no, that was a 40-foot fence, and I dropped down and just kept acting right after it was done. But if I could, kind of pat myself on the back, but we got like 5 minutes till the show starts, so like I think my timing was incredible with this. Like I had this lined up very well, if you ever need someone to produce a show for you in the future, or need some help in any way behind the scenes, you know how Spider-Man always has the man in the chair. Mm-hmm. I could be the chair. I don't have to even be the man. I could be the chair.
Believe me, I always keep all that stuff in mind. I have all of you all have such unique and special talents
Yeah.
That yeah, I plan on exploiting all of them one day.
Exploit me.
I think you should use Lily and I too. I think we'd like a little debut.
So I actually I play a little bit of a role in Jeff's acting stuff
Yes.
behind the scenes.
Yes, she's my reader. So whenever I have auditions and I have to read opposite another character, case in point for PD, she read the other two roles for the audition. What I'm going to do after the show's over, I'll probably put it together this weekend. I'm going to do a video that shows side by side the audition for PD and then the actual scenes for PD.
Nice.
See
All right, let me swap screens real quick.
I was gonna say, I will say one of my favorite things to do, which I find hilarious, is if I do have to read for Voight, I like to pretend like I can do his voice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Get that little rasp going.
Yeah. Next time you do that, you're gonna have to get video of that too. We need to see that. Like I said, we are going to be doing a watch party for the episode. I know a lot of people are going to be tuning in, and I hope they don't tune in here and expect us to be showing the show, because we can't do that. But
no, we're not able to show the show. We're not able to play the sound.
None of that.
So you actually have to watch it on your television.
Yep, and you can have us as an awesome second screen option.
Use your phone to watch us while you use the TV to watch the regular show.
Yep. Don't scroll Facebook. Don't look through Twitter. Don't doom scroll, Reddit. Just make sure that you watch this with us. So yeah, looks like the episode is going to start in a few minutes. So I am going to pull up my YouTube TV and get ready to watch the episode. But yeah, any other things that you'd like to say before we get the episode going in the next 2 minutes?
I'm just excited, man.
Me too.
This is something. You know what I'm saying? It's different than, check me out. I got this YouTube clip. I'm gonna email everybody the clip. I've told everybody and coworkers and stuff, so people can actually sit in the comfort of their own home, tune into a channel on TV, on linear regular TV.
Right.
Yeah, so this is just exciting, man.
Yep, I am.
I just have to do a little comment from my mother, because she is probably your biggest fan and is so excited for this, because she's obsessed with the Chicago shows.
Yeah.
So she wanted me to tell you that she is very proud of you, and she really enjoyed hearing about your beginning starting in high school. It's very interesting. And that my stepdad is staying up and going in 2 hours late to work because he's watching this.
Wow.
Oh man, much
so
love.
you got some big fans.
Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. Definitely.
Of course.
So yeah, looks like it is about to start. They got Chicago Fire going on right now. I've never really watched. Yeah, I've never really watched much of the Chicago shows either.
You should. They're so good. I watch all of them. That's why I'm trying not to watch right now, because I don't want to see what's happening.
Well, you don't want to know that the lady was on top of the house, and then they kicked her off. And
no, she's on the fence.
Oh yeah, right.
Because she's on the fence about what to do.
Do you know how deep into the episode you appear?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
Last 5 minutes. There he is.
Right.
We're midway through is my guess.
Okay.
All right, I'll mute so that way it's not feedback.
Yeah, I'm gonna put closed caption on for me if I can find it. I don't see it. Do you see it? There it is. I'm trying my best not to talk through the episode. There you are. All right. Now. Oh man, poor guy.
Oh, don't burst his bubble.
All right, that's your wager, Chris. It's pretty pricey, bro. Hmm. That's sad. Jeff, is that you? Oh, no, it's Leroyce. Okay.
I do know him though. I know Leroy. Shout out to Leroy's Harvey
Yes.
World.
We know him. We know him. We know him too.
You're getting closer.
Yes, shout out to Leroy's.
Yeah, my mother-in-law loves him as well. So
Okay.
yeah.
She has good taste. Good taste.
Oh yeah.
Facial wreck.
If anybody is just now tuning in, we are watching the episode of Chicago PD with the man of the hour, Jeff A. Smith, appearing in at some point. So we are anxiously awaiting for him to appear. That's not him right there, though, I don't think. But he should be on here shortly. It's my show, Chuck. I do what I want. Ooh.
Probably should try some CPR.
What up, Chuck?
5021 Ida.
I was like Sadie when she spilled the salsa all over herself at school.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll come off as easy in the wash, though.
What up, Tiff? Appreciate you.
What's good, Tiff? Long time. Hmm. Okay, looks like we're about to hit our first commercial break. So Jeff, one question I wanted to ask, when you, how did you get in the right mindset to play an abducted child by the name of Zoe?
That would have been a stretch. I did not get cast, nor did I try out for audition for the role of Zoe.
Okay. Sorry, I was a little confused there. My bad.
This is the second part of an episode, and that little girl. I didn't work with her on set or anything like that, but if you saw that first episode with her in it a few weeks ago, she's an amazing little actor, man. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you
I don't know if I have that range though.
Yeah. I think you do. I got confidence in you.
Don't limit myself, right?
Yeah.
Jess is on.
If you had to say, and like I said, the format that I'm going to use during this is when the show is on, I'm going to try to keep my comments to a minimum. I'm going to talk trash at certain points anyway, just because that's what we do on this channel. But during the commercial breaks is when I'll ask questions and we'll talk. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Series regular on probably a Dick Wolf show, something like that, some American staple, type of show. So series regular.
What's up,
also a lead in a brand new franchise yet to be named. National commercials for Google and Lexus / Toyota. I'm a lifer when it comes to Toyota, so one of those companies. And, living close to the beach also. Living next to the beach. Yep.
Okay. So if Elon came calling and wanted you to do a Tesla commercial, would you do it?
No.
Interesting.
Good man.
If Elon came calling me and he wanted me to do a Tesla commercial, I'm in it. I'm telling him I hate him, but I'm in it. So how do you make choices like that? Like how do you decide that, like, okay, there's certain lines that I'm not going to cross?
I want to be able to sleep at night with a clear conscience. So I talk to wifey about this all the time too. If something doesn't feel right to me, circumstances don't feel right, I don't care how much money is thrown at me. If it doesn't feel right to me, it doesn't feed my spirit or my soul, I'm not going to do it, no matter what the amount is. I would much rather be worth $10 million and I can sleep at night than worth $100 million and having nightmares.
Right. Man, yeah, they call an answer like that being a better man than me, because that 100 million come calling.
Right.
Like, all right. Yeah, whatever you need, Elon. Whatever you need. You need me to plug the car in? Okay, cool. So yeah, man, big shout out to everybody who is tuning in tonight. We appreciate you. While you're here, just since you're here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button,
smash that subscribe button.
Yeah,
all
smash
the buttons,
it.
all the things.
Hit all the buttons. We appreciate you being here, and it helps out our channel. We also have content on this channel that's not Jeff A. Smith affiliated, so that might be a turn off for most of you guys. But just in case it's not, check out our channel. You might find something you like.
It's back on.
Yep, it's back on. Looking for Zoe.
Looking for Jeff.
Yep, looking for Zoe and Jeff.
Maybe Jeff's the kidnapper.
Jeff's playing a blue recycling garbage can in this role. Playing the role of unknown cell phone, Jeff A. Smith.
Jeff's just in one of the dumpsters.
Hey!
Oh, God.
That dude's voice.
That's when Lily was being.
I could do that too.
Yeah, smoke 12 packs and go on a roller coaster screaming, and then you could.
Hmm. Where is he? Oh. Dang. He gonna take him to like McDonald's or something. Dang.
Aw. Need to carry a comb.
Where's your comb? Slick that back a little bit.
Sweet man.
Dang, man. I would have went with him too, like, you know, like maybe he does know something, but
I mean, being a former
right.
officer.
Yeah, you know, maybe he would have some sort of lead. So you had to look at that. So I get it. I
I
get it.
remember the pastor well.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, the
Yabzismo.
oh God, let's not talk about these ads.
I'll do one of those though.
No, okay. What you can't do is play the role of some HIV infected black male in some HIV treatment you know, commercial.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the stereotype. I would do like erectile dysfunction or something funny like that, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
You could pull off the ED ad. I mean, as long as I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna stop.
Lily, you'd be okay going to the grocery store and to work though.
It would not be.
Called out. Hey, isn't your husband though?
It would not be art imitating life, though.
Oh, okay.
No, it
So
would not.
you would not mind being the face of ED. I'll just change that at the bottom where it say guest star. I'll just change it to the face of ED. Okay, speaking of which, that's a perfect interlude or segue into a question that I would like to ask you. Would you ever do a nude scene?
Lily's face.
Full frontal nudity?
Let's just go like behind back to nudity.
Public television usually does the butt.
Yeah. Usually the guys have the butt.
Nudity.
Nudity.
What's a
you
got
gotta do something different. Like if you're gonna be on like Spartacus or something like that, then you got to show the front. So let's just do the back. You gonna show the booty off?
I would show the cheeks. I'm not doing full frontal, but I would show the cheeks. Yeah.
Okay. I mean your workout plan probably got the cheeks ready for this type of
working those glutes.
Yeah, for that type of appearance. So
rock solid.
You never know what role you're preparing for, and your entire life you've been getting ready for the cheek role.
He might be cast in an episode of something where he is in a medical show and he's the patient with the BBL.
Oh,
whoa! You talk about enhancement. See, that's a different. I don't know. Not all cheeks.
Then you really be showing the cheeks. You got that Brazilian butt lift,
right?
All cheek scenes are created equal. That would be. I don't know about that one. But fun fact, as far as like getting ready, I'm starting to work with a personal trainer starting next week. So if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like Lily, how do you feel about this? Like what if he had to do a scene where he was very close and personal with a co-star? Let's just say it like that.
We've had conversations about that. I'm okay with it. I just have to remind myself that that's what it's for.
You just gotta make sure that you're on set that day and you got the chancla ready. Just ready.
The chancla
the whole time, just like this.
A little too much. Bring it back.
All right, episode's back on. If you didn't know, that's why we just stopped talking. He was right.
Be funnier if... there he is.
It's him. It's him.
he's not done.
Way to go, man. Way to go. How awesome is that, man?
So proud of you. Aw.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
That's so crazy.
Crash. We're just starting the canvas. Yeah.
I just want to forget watching the rest of the show and like rewind it now.
There's another scene that I filmed that may possibly be in here too.
Okay. Okay. They had the hair on point. Like you look good, man. You look good.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about that. I wanted to see how they caught me, but they caught me in a good
Oh,
light.
they caught you good.
Good angle.
They caught you good. Just another thing you can check off your list, man.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Oh, my man slumped over here.
Gotta get that O-neg.
For real. Yeah, Chris, man, I agree. Like that, sometimes acting can come off as like fake and like somebody like they're trying too hard. Like that was like natural, perfect, man. That was dope.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
It's not sorry.
Man.
Jeff, where is Zoe?
Supposed to know.
She wasn't behind the counter.
Nope. Oh yeah, you got a little time to wait, man. You got a little time to wait. I forgot about the different time zones and all that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. All right, I got another question for you, Mr. Jeff A. Smith. Actually, I'll let Katie pick out a question. How about you pick out a question?
Ooh, thank you.
You could ask the nude scene one over again if you want to do that one.
Oh yeah, if you just want to think about that some more. Current actor you are dying to work with.
I gotta say Denzel. I gotta go with Denzel. I can't really think of.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, Denzel. I really like Jake Gyllenhaal too. I think he's underrated. I actually think he's underrated.
Oh, very.
He's great.
Very, man. Very. With the acting with Denzel, we're on a time limit here because he said that his acting career is coming short. So if that's something that you have seen and are trying to make happen, we got to speed this up. We got to make this happen real quick.
Yeah, definitely.
We probably got to do this within the next like 2 to 3 years. So
Doesn't Denzel have a son
that
who
works.
acts?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, well you gotta, second best.
Yeah, there you go.
Still shares DNA. It's close.
Yeah, I would just love to be around Denzel and do at least one scene with him and match that energy, man. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I know, man. I know that would be wild.
So great.
What what type of movie role would you want first? Like if you could pick, like what type of role would you want to have first? Like this is a movie that you're starring in. So
You
like
mean
what,
like action, adventure,
yeah, like would it be
comedy?
action, a
Okay.
comedy? Like what type
Thriller.
of role would it be? A thriller?
Yeah, a thriller with lots of twists and turns and stuff like that. And me playing some type of like high powered attorney slash, like some high profile figure. So if it's an attorney, if it's a doctor, if it's a drug kingpin who you don't really think that he's a drug kingpin because of the way he carries himself. So something like that where I'm just in a high power position. There's more than meets the eye, and there's lots of twists and turns. So like
So not a Hallmark chick flick.
I would do that, no problem at all. But maybe that's not my the thing that comes to mind at first. But I would 100% do a Hallmark chick flick movie. Yeah,
I feel like those are easy to kind of walk on. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
they got all sorts of random people.
I feel like you could easily pull off the ghost type role from Power.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Method Man role where he was the lawyer. I could see you doing that too.
Yeah.
Yep. That would be fun.
Like 90% of the roles that I book, be it in like a film or a commercial or industrial video, are typically doctor, lawyer, engineer. So some people, it's called typecasting, and some people kind of fight against that, but I lean into it because I love being a black male representation of a positive professional figure like that. So typecast me away. You'll keep putting.
I want to see him I want to see you in something true crime.
Yeah. That's her stuff, man.
That'd be so cool.
Stuff.
Yeah.
You could be like forensic scientist or pathologist, or you could be an attorney.
Just be on one of the CSI shows next.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, all the roles.
Yep. All right, they back in the hospital.
Oh gosh. Mm-hmm.
I hate this dude already.
Poke the hole again.
All right. interesting the way that this is shot with the like camera swooping like that. Like
Mhm.
that's different for this type of show.
It's 'cause of the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe just gonna shoot him.
Piss in his IV bag.
Dang. Dang, look at the sun going down. This dude talking about Dairy Queen. I would have choked him out by now. It's over. It's over. This is like unintentionally funny. Rip it up.
Hmm.
Yo, this is good.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is good. Okay, yeah. Like I don't mess with like network TV a whole lot, but this is good.
Oh, all the Chicago series though, they're amazing.
Yeah, this is good. I can see you playing that type of role, Jeff. Like the dude. Like I've only seen this this episode and this little segment, but like I genuinely hated that guy.
I genuinely.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see you do that, man.
Definitely.
One question that I can ask you during this commercial break. What is your most embarrassing moment in acting?
It's a really good question. Embarrassing. I think the closest thing I can think of was when I did that play I told you, Par for the Corpse, out in Glenview. And this happened in rehearsals. The director, he kept telling me, because my wife in the play, she was like a domineering figure. And she would like punk me basically all throughout or whatever. I had to like stand up for myself. And he told me that I wasn't believable, is what he said. When I'm kind of fighting back at her, spitting venom back at her, trying to get back at her and trying to show my manhood and not be a punk. He's like, you're not being believable, Jeff, when you're snapping back at her. It still seems weak, for lack of a better way of saying it. He said, I just can't place. He said, it's not the way you're saying it. I don't know if it's the expressions or what. And it turns out it was because I was wearing my glasses. When I took my glasses off and you can see my eyes clearly, and I was, saying directing my lines to her, and my eyes weren't hidden behind the glasses. It just for him, it came across as more assertive.
Mhm.
So it was embarrassing in practice because I was going through the motions, doing these scenes over and over again, and he kept saying the same thing. There's something missing. I can't put my finger on it, and something just told me. I know that was God, the universe, our ancestors, whoever you want to call it. Something told me, just take your glasses off, Jeff. And I just took my glasses off, and that was it.
That's all it
But it was
took, huh?
embarrassing, hitting my head up against a wall, proverbially over and over again in rehearsal, of not coming across as being authentic, that like he wanted me to be. So.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
So it was. Do you think that changed something in you, like removing the glasses? Did that change something in you, or did that just change something in the way that he perceived you?
I think he needed to see my eyes, because your eyes, that's everything. When you look at acting, it's all about the eyes. So he needed to see my eyes, and my eyes, I guess my eyes, I guess since they were like piercing like that, they helped to drive home whatever lines I was speaking. So I guess the lines were fine the way I was speaking them, but the eye contact and the seeing my eyes wasn't adding the emphasis that it needed to add.
Right. Okay.
But the officer, he's gonna make.
Man.
Gosh darn.
I'm saying he had to go. One thing I can say is I like the pacing of this show.
Mm-hmm.
Like they keep it moving. We just watching the footage over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Hoping to find something new.
Do they know where that parking lot is at?
Mm.
Ha ha ha. The way you said there, bro.
There.
There. It was the second there. It wasn't the first one. It was the second one.
I got a page missing.
This girl like crazy smart, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Zoe help Moat. Maybe we should just turn right motel. Maybe put her in a motel.
Let's try. There's 3 in the area. You want to put her here, they're too public.
Try abandoned.
One Pops, Banner Motel. 3 miles from their temporary foster home, 2 miles from here.
Alright, that's it right there. That's all the scenes I filmed. I am so happy that they all made it because one thing you never know was gonna hit the cutting room floor.
Right. Dude,
Bro,
that's crazy.
You know, oh my God.
Wow.
Like tearing up a little bit over here, y'all. This is
I know, man.
Aww, so proud of
Like,
you.
dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. And it's just the first step. Well, the first big step. That's all this is, man.
Yep. Yes.
Now you're not gonna come out in a dress and be Zoe or anything, right?
No. That's all.
Waiting for
Plot
that.
twist. He's holding her hostage in there. It was him all along.
Oh, dude.
Like he was over there, but really, like she's under the counter
Under
at that
the desk,
point.
right?
And, yep. And he sneaks her to the hotel.
Dude, that would be so awesome. Yeah, if you ever get on and do something, you got to like completely trick us and like lead us to believe that your role is one thing, and then it turns out to be something totally different. Just to get our reaction, like, dude, that'd be awesome.
Hey, we searched the west wing, still gotta clear all the rooms in this area. Copy. Van out!
I wish I could just bust a door like that.
You can. You
Yeah.
can do that. You got it.
I don't know if you want to.
Oh, sorry.
If they find her, that would be like super lucky to get motel from her writing moat. Maybe it's like an actual moat. Maybe it's a castle somewhere.
It'd be spelled differently.
Gentle music. Mm-mm.
$10 is Adam Adopter.
Right. Dang. Good episode so far. I wanted to show this comment that Chris left. You can read it, Katie.
Oh, I'd love for them to enjoy Jeff's performance and bring him back for Med reoccurring or recast for any reoccurring character.
Yeah, I received that. Definitely.
It's too bad you weren't in like a more like public hospital for that show, because then I'm sure they would have brought more in, you know, past the check-in desk, but you were in a very specific one.
Yeah, the VA hospital. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing we probably have this commercial break and maybe one more. So I got a few more questions that I'd like to ask.
Okay.
And I just want to put this comment on screen from Tiff. But yeah, have you ever taken a role home with you?
Yes. Yeah. I think I was able to. Yeah, when the independent film I did, like I said back in 2022, where I'm a lead character, it's about suicide awareness. So yeah, there's times when I came home and I was feeling down because of the weight of the project, but I was still able to decompress and stuff like that. So it wasn't a situation where it lingered for days on end or something like that. But I come home and it's kind of like, whoa, that was a lot, you know, being on set today and dealing with that. So I have, but not anything that's lingered too long.
Have
That
you
stands out? Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had a role that, or I mean, would you be okay if you had to, you know, like be a serial killer in a type of a role, and in order for you to get in character, would you need to like get really dark within yourself to be able to pull that type of role out? Or do you think that you can do that and then just snap and turn it off?
Yeah, I don't follow the method acting technique, which is usually people having to go to a dark place or remembering certain traumatic events that came about in their life in order to get into character. I learned the technique of the hook, and also creating memories of the character. So creating a backstory for my character, memories of what that character went through that are made up that I can still connect to, and that way when I'm done with a specific scene, I can pull myself out of it because the memories were created and they're not my actual memories of something that I did personally. And then like I already know if I were to play something like a serial killer, I would look for this sounds odd, but I would look for the humanity in that character, because a serial killer isn't just 100% a bad person. Maybe there's something that happened to them when they were young and innocent that caused them to have those types of tendencies and stuff like that. So I would look for the humanity within that serial killer and really lean into that.
Okay, that's cool. I think if I decided to be an actor, I would have to do the method acting technique. Like
You
I
would?
feel as
Wow.
though,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel as though I would have to like take myself to a real dark place in order to pull off some of those roles. Although I feel like that would be like kind of fun to dive deep in there as long as I don't go too deep.
You gotta come bring yourself out of it.
Right, right, right.
Shout out to Mama Dorsey. Love you.
Mhm.
Ooh. Ooh. Man, that's what it's like too. That's crazy. Man, that's got to be like a needle in a haystack. Oh, creepy doll.
Let me see the credits. Let me see if I
I
made it.
know. You got to get the screenshot ready. Unless they do like the super fast credits.
Yeah.
Does he have dirt on you?
Oh, they're so small.
There we go.
There you
Jeffrey.
go. Oh, they kept it on there for a while too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dude, that's awesome.
Oh, we're so happy for you, Jeff.
That
That's
is
amazing.
awesome.
That was so awesome.
That's sick. That's sick. Man. Man.
Oh man.
All right, let me turn this off real quick. Man. Yeah, everybody who watches our show normally knows that whenever we are about to end our stream, we start playing this music. So this is like the sleepy time song. but yeah, man, like that was an experience for me. Like I don't know how that feels. How's that feel for you? Like what is that for you?
So it was simultaneously surreal, but also felt like I'm supposed to be this too.
Yep. And I mean, I've always felt that way for you, man. Like I know that you're destined for greatness, and just to be a part of that journey is awesome for me to watch it on the outside, but just to see your growth as a person and to know that this is just the beginning. This is the first major stepping stone that you've had, and just to know where it's gonna go from here, man. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm just glad to have, to know you and to experience some of this with you, and have you on the show. So yeah, man, I'm proud of you. I can't wait to see what's next. And yeah, like I mean, as much of a role that you had in this show, like you ate it, like you killed that shit. So I just want you to, you got to bask in the glow, bask in the glory, and then let everybody know real quick before we cut out, like, what's next? What do you got in the pipeline?
Oh, just continue to audition and grind. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any specific project right now that I have coming up, but I have auditions and things I submit for every single day. So I know the future is bright, and I'll see what that next role will be.
Yeah, I like to give predictions, and you know this. So my prediction is 3 weeks. You got something coming up big in 3 weeks, bro.
Oh man, I received that, brother.
Yep, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Let's mark the date.
The clock.
And then we'll come back on. If I'm correct, you gotta come back on the show.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
With the BBL. Okay. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of Watch Stuff with Us, featuring the one and only great Mr. Jeff A. Smith and his lovely wife, Lily Smith. Man, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming on and for allowing us all to be a part of this. Which is truly a celebration, man. Truly a celebration. That's it, man. Thank you everybody else for watching and tuning in. If you're still hanging out, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you can get notified each and every time we go live in 2025. Just a shameless plug for our channel. We're going to be on here next week for Daredevil Born Again on Tuesday. So we would appreciate it if you hung out, checked out the other stuff on the channel. I really appreciate you guys, man. Once again, don't be a stranger. We'll have to have you on again once you get everything. Once you do your Marvel movie, then I'll have you back on then. And they'll be like, why is this dude doing this show? Because I knew you before the BBL.
Oh my God! Here we go to BBL again.
Yeah, that's never going. That's never going away. That's never going away now. But yeah, love you guys, man, and appreciate everybody for watching. As I always say, I'll see you when I see you.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Peace out.
Guys.